Welcome to the Bear Pit Pod. Back again. This time, a very different setup. We forgot the fucking adapter for this. So
for the YouTube
listeners,
yeah, in the background, with the Bear Pit logo.
Forget our audio. We usually have the Bear Pit logo on the background. Where have you?
I know where it is
this week.
I know where it is because I saw the caption for the image. But do you want to guess what city that is?
Is it? I feel like I've been there.
There's a good chance you have. This is great podcasting, it for those listening.
Yeah,
I was guessing a picture.
Germany.
Yeah.
Berlin?
Yeah.
What a guess. I've drank on this river somewhere.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm not sure where.
So yes, if you want to see this lovely image of Berlin, go onto YouTube and check out the podcast. It's,
and we've also... I've also forgot the mini SD card, so we're actually recording the audio off an iPhone. They've just got the little thing plonked next to the iPhone, so hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully it's all fine. We're just rubbish this week. Well, I'm rubbish.
But worst case scenario, this isn't recorded. We're just having a chat about the Palace game, and that's all it is, Al.
Yeah.
So it might just be for man yours is only this. Yeah.
Just having a chat with a few beers.
Let's do it.
Saturday.
Let's do it then, eh?
Ugh.
Crystal Palace away, Selhurst Park.
It was freezing.
I bloody hate that place.
It's not a good.
I hate that place. I don't mind it as a ground. I think
Sainsbury's
it's quite old
away.
School. Sainsbury's away. Our record there for a team that's never been consistently that high up in the Premier League. Our record there is shocking. It is shocking. And even when they roll into town on 5 points, rather we'd roll into town, they're on 5 points, rooted to the table. We still lose. And it was it feels like it could be a defining moment in the season a little bit, because that was a real kick in the bollocks, wasn't it, that one?
Oh, it was difficult to take.
I slumped. What did you do when that went in? What did you do? Did you?
I think I tried to snap a chair and all.
How'd you get on?
Didn't work.
It didn't work.
Not strong enough.
No, I did the kind of equally as frustrated, but I did the opposite. I just slumped in my seat, sat there for 10 minutes looking at the ground. I couldn't bear to look at any Palace fans giving it large, so to speak, and
getting a portion.
Shit.
Yeah, it was very shit.
Lowest point of the season, that was.
So Shaqiri kicked it off. Got the goal. It was a good goal.
Great goal. Great performance from him in general.
Again, it's pretty much Shaqiri FC at the minute.
He's looking better and better.
But yeah, he had a bright game, and you know that goal again is just a culmination of everything he's doing at the minute. He's our star man.
He is.
And we'll get onto it a little bit later, but it's worrying. I think going into January.
Yeah.
Probably more concerning going into the summer with him going to the World Cup. I think we mentioned it on the last podcast.
Yeah,
I think we'll do well to keep him
in the summer or January.
Summer.
Yeah, I think he'll probably get the World Cup out of the way first, and then I think we'll definitely get to the end of the year, because I don't think he'll want to rock the boat in a World Cup year. But yeah, I think the frustrating thing about Shaq is, myself included, he's got loads of praise this season. He's playing well. I'm not denying that at all. And he come out with that quote in the week about how he can't, basically paraphrasing him, but I can't do it all myself.
Okay, I've got it here, so we may as well say it now whilst we're on about it.
Yeah.
Said, I know I'm a player who can change a game, and you saw that with my goal, but of course I cannot do everything alone. I need my teammates too to make a good performance. We need everyone to be better in the next games.
Fine, that's all very well and fine, Shaq, and that you're playing well, don't not get me wrong, but for me he's been very inconsistent for 2 years.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be acting like Billy Big Bollocks all of a sudden because he's had a good 12 games. Do you think that's right?
I don't know. I would if I'm the one doing all the work.
I wouldn't go out in the press though. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
How good's Ryan been
out
for years? Ryan Shawcross or
I know what you mean. Probably shouldn't say it as.
Yeah, and if he'd been outstanding for 2.5, 3 seasons or whatever, however long he's been with us, get it a little bit. But I think you've not been that great for still a majority of your time at Stoke. I don't think that was necessary, personally. But yeah,
he's done it now.
And yeah, he has. But the bottom line is, I mean, he is by far our best player this season, and I think assists and goals combined, I dread to think how many he's been involved with and why we would be without him this year.
Yeah, but you know, I think the problem for me with this game is when we were so on top and we didn't make it count. It should have been a couple more than 1-0 for me. By the latter stages when Palace got back into it.
What you think they should have?
No, I think we should.
We should have been. Yeah. I thought we
should
were
have made it count.
Yeah, I mean, correct us wrong in the comments, and now you tell me if I'm wrong. But we were the better team in that game, weren't we?
Yeah,
I thought
100%.
And we say we played well.
Yeah, 100%.
What happened?
Well,
we know what happened.
Yeah, well, we know
Defence.
what happened. There was Loftus-Cheek equalised.
Horrendous defending. It was a cross into the box. God knows where Eric Peters was. He was right in front of me, that was, and Loftus-Cheek was just free at the back post. It was quite a smart finish, but there was no one near him. Defence was pulled all over the place, and Peters, I mean, I've not watched the highlights because I can't bear it, but from memory, I just seem to recall Peters was drifting towards the centre of the box instead of being in that left kind of back position or whatever.
I've drank since, and that's probably why, but I can't remember it.
It was just a decent cross. It was quite a smart finish, but it was lofted over towards the back post. And I think there was 2 Palace players waiting to kind of stab this one in or whatever, and Loftus-Cheek got to it first and just put it in. Bad defending, no marking in existence that I could see.
Bad defending again, and on the note about Eric Peters, he's been linked with Fenerbahce this past couple of days.
Yeah.
Please, Fenerbahce, come and fucking buy him offers. I will pay you. I'll give them a few
I'm always so reluctant to really hammer any Stoke player because it's my club and stuff. I'll say this much about Eric. If he's in a back four at left back and properly left back,
he'd do okay.
That's absolutely fine. And I don't almost blame him for... I'm not saying he's been hung out to dry, but Hughes is doing him no favours as playing him as a wing back, is he really?
Oh no, he's not helping the cause.
Peters must be a bit like, I can't cross it. I'm not a really attacking player. Why are you putting him in this position of responsibility of wing back? I don't know. I feel almost bad for Eric now because he shouldn't be a wing back, and he's consistently been played a wing back. It's bloody stupid. Yeah,
difficult times, difficult needs. But yeah, hopefully they've got a desperate housewives of Fenerbahce, so he's off.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? I actually watched that clip on the Bear Pit page the other day. I know it's been up for a few bloody weeks now, but it shouldn't matter because he's doing it outside of the work, so to speak. But it's just annoying, isn't it? I don't know why. For those that haven't seen it, I think it's got thousands of views now. But on the Bear Pit fan page, there's an image of Eric Peters starring, inverted commas, in the reality TV show The Real Housewives of Cheshire. Yeah. And he's getting into a little argument which ends in kind of fisticuffs a little bit with some other wag who's slagging him off. And it's just like, what are you playing? Yeah, what are you playing at, Eric? Just stop it.
Stop it.
Just stop it.
Don't do it.
It's just weird. It's just odd. Nothing else.
Odd. Very odd. And then obviously later on towards the end of the game, there is the last minute Sacco goal.
But can we go just before that? I don't know if it's on the agenda, but Ryan's chance.
Oh yeah, of course. I didn't write that.
And that's the one thing I weirdly have seen a highlight of since. And I can't get my head around how that didn't go in.
Should he have gone with his head?
He should have gone with anything to get it, bar what he did. It looked like he could have fallen on the ball.
So many chances fall to Ryan.
Yeah, they do.
If it was anyone else,
I know.
I feel like they put him away.
And that was only, 2 minutes before they scored. That would have been the last minute winner, ironically. The margins are so thin, aren't they? And then they go and...
It was the other end and...
Would you remember the second goal?
Yeah.
But it came off the post, didn't it, if you recall? That was what the first goal was like, but it didn't go off the post, it went straight in. It was very similar. It was another kind of deep cross that found players were marked at the back post. They got the shot away, came off the post and landed on Sacco's foot to break our hearts.
Yeah, as per usual.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sucks it out of you. I was fucking devastated at that.
I was. And I don't know if I'm being too optimistic here, but I did. Eventually, when the dust had settled and I looked at it throughout the week and the day after, I do keep coming back to this foot that I thought we played reasonably well.
Yeah, we were the better side. I've got no doubt about that.
But then I can't ignore defensive mistakes. That doesn't mean you've played well if you've got defensive mistakes.
If you want a little bit of stats as well, though, I think Crystal Palace had almost double the expected goals that we did. So I think they created the better chances. We might have looked on top or might have seen, but
I felt it was a very similar game to Brighton. Really, we looked generally comfortable on the ball. We looked reasonably solid, but then with just stupid defensive mistakes cost us. And I think we could have easily got 6 points last week from them 2 games, but we completely ballsed it. We were leading 3 times over 2 games. Yeah, we got 1 point.
It's the defending that's costing us.
Is it? I'm going to go back to a wing back argument again. Is it the positioning of the formation that's costing us?
I think it's just we're not suited to this formation. We're playing players out of positions. We've got 2 wing backs who aren't wing backs.
Mm-hmm. One's a striker.
I think it all just culminates in that this is the result. Goals against us. We can't defend because we're not putting the right players out there to defend.
I was with a mate of mine called Johnny Bedford, I think he listens to this podcast actually. And he did make a good point.
I think you got a good shot of him eating a pie at the weekend.
I did actually. He's on my way, don't think. Actually, yeah, he's doing really well with that pie. But one point he did make, and I probably failed to recognise this quite often. The only good thing I feel about this formation is it brings the best out of Shaq.
Yeah.
Because I have said I'd like to see 4-4-2, and I have put Shaq on that right midfield position. Whether we'd see the same sort of Shaq playing as a traditional right midfielder, probably not. But I'd like to say the compensation for that would be a lot more steady at the back. Because it is bringing the best out of Shaq. It allows him to float a little bit, and you can get in behind him to create that kind of, to pull the space away for him and stuff. But I don't know if that's really worth it.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Difficult one. No idea what's going on in the next room.
Clattering
and banging.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really difficult one. So who played best for you in this game? Obviously
Shaq.
And he'll get the man of the match.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I thought Fletch was all right. I thought there was a load of 6.5, 7 out of 10s really. Bar Shaq, I'm struggling to think of anyone that looked fantastic. I don't know. Help me out a bit. I thought Ramadan was all right.
Did okay
without being spectacular. Fletch was all right without being spectacular. Joe Allen was
Zuma.
Yeah, fine, I suppose.
I think Wimmer did okay.
Made a few good challenges. But then whose fault was it then?
Bringing a ball out for a couple of times.
Whose fault was it? Because again, I felt... I could say the same about the Brighton again. 7 out of 10s all over the pitch. But yeah, across the 2 games, we've made 4... They've not to work too hard to get the 4 goals, Brighton and Palace. So someone's messing up. Maybe I'm not insightful enough to kind of establish who that is, but something's going wrong. I can't put my finger on it, really.
Really
real lapses.
Maybe it's the voice from behind them. Maybe Jack Butland not there to command them or to.
Well, do you reckon DeGrand's performance? I've not watched it back, but the goals were not his fault, really.
I don't think the goals were his fault. I think they were, they were tappings, sort of. They I don't think he could do too much about them. I don't think we can put any of that on Grant. Whereas previous game we probably could have given a couple. Yeah, a couple towards.
Ryan, for as big a legend as he is, his position was a tad questionable for both goals as well. Especially the second, he seemed to come trying to attack a ball he was never should have gone for the seconds. So Ryan a little bit, he's played better.
So worst performers? I don't think Juve had a great game.
No, Juve looks a bit anonymous and lost these past 2 games.
And shout out, by the way, we were on Soccer AM this weekend. Myself.
You were, weren't you?
Yeah. Tom Thrower, a few of the others. Jack Butland told us before the game.
Yeah,
Tom Edwards is going to start.
With what confidence did he say that? Was he
pretty confident, or I wouldn't have put it up on the page otherwise. But he completely sold us down the river. He said Juice's arm's blown up with some sort of injury.
Right.
Not literally blown up, exploded.
No.
Just blown up, grown a bit. Swelled. And he said Tom Edwards will be starting today. Cheers, Jack.
It didn't happen.
Put that up.
I'm keen to see Tom Edwards play that position again, to be honest, because Juve fans look a little bit lost for me. I don't know, exactly the same point when you said he's been the best performer, as I look at who was the worst performance, and I struggle again. It's 7, 6 out of 10s all over the place. No one was horrendous, were they?
I think Jese did well when he came on.
Yeah, I think Jese shouldn't have been dropped when he was post the Bournemouth game. I don't know what's happened there. Bournemouth game was his best game, and since that point he's not got a sniff, has he? He's not got a sniff, and it baffles me.
On that point of Jack Butland, he was quite open and honest with us when he was speaking to us.
Is this an exclusive in any sense?
Sort of.
Right, go on.
He said that obviously Jese's got a lot going on.
Right.
Obviously his kid, maybe his music career, God knows.
Is that, when you say music career, you're not joking, he's actually considers that a career? I know he's got a video in that, was that like a joke one he did?
No, I think he's well into that.
Is he?
Well, his wife says he's well into that because she was saying that he hasn't visited his baby for however long.
He's been rapping or whatever.
He's been busy rapping. Don't know. Apparently.
So what was Jack alluding to?
I don't want to stitch Jack up here and say.
Well, can I read between lines pretend then you're not quoting anything? It was Jack alluding that his heart and soul's not necessarily in Stoke City FC.
Probably.
No. I've heard similar sort of rumblings and rumours actually. That his trainings, he's not quite putting 120% into training. And yeah, you can almost struggle quickly almost see that. Yeah, you can. Someone that's been at Real Madrid and PSG and he sees himself at, in his mind, not my words, but little Stoke City. He's like, why am I here? And all this sort of stuff. And yeah, I thought that reflected the start of the season, but I thought he was picking up before he got dropped. So I don't know. But you know what? Sometimes you have to put sentiments to the side, and appreciate that. Yeah, he might be being a bit lazy in training here and there, but we're struggling a bit, and he's clearly a good player, and you've just got to kind of get the best. He's only on loan. It's not like we've got to invest. It's not like we bought him on a 5-year contract, so we need to make sure his attitude's right. We need to get the best out of him, and when the loan deal finishes, just cut our ties and be done with it, because we're struggling at the moment. We need to play our strongest hand, and if that is him, we need to put sentiments aside, I feel.
Definitely. So that's covered off the Palace game, really. But obviously, the main thing that has come out of this is there is some real pressure that I've probably seen once before mounting on Mark Hughes now. A lot of fans after him want him out.
He briefly escaped the pressure, didn't he? After Watford win,
and do you know what? I've got a strange, weird feeling that we could go and get a draw or win against Liverpool tomorrow night, and then it's all okay for it.
I've got a weird.
Then it's all okay for a week or so, and then we lose the next two. But knowing what form Liverpool are in, we'll get onto the Liverpool game anyway. But I don't think he gets off with it tomorrow.
No.
But there's some real pressure mounting on Mark Hughes now, and it's even being quoted in the Sentinel, which is basically a mouthpiece for the club. They don't usually say anything bad about the manager or the side, because they've got to toe the line or they won't get treated as they do. But there's a lot of pressure building from fans. If you go through the Stoke City Twitter account, any response, any quote by a player, any piece of content that's gone up this week, it's just replies saying, when's Mark Hughes going to be sacked? When's it come? And I know that we'll get onto the viewers, listeners' questions in a bit, but I've had a couple asking, has Craig turned yet?
No, not quite. But again, not that I'm like his biggest fan and said he's got to stay, we've got to stick with him, because there's so many things wrong if I feel what Hughes is doing, not least his formation and wing backs, but not quite. Purely because who do we get in? The only time I did turn was several weeks when I said if Sam Allardyce was available, because I'm a big fan, I think I'd do that.
Seems like he's done to Everton now.
But he's going to Everton, so I'll put the question back to Hughes' outers, so to speak. Who do you bring in?
I think there's a lot of candidates for
who would you go
foreign
for?
Leagues.
I just can't see Coates doing it. He's got his reputation if he likes his British managers.
I don't think he does it. Pulis, third spell.
I am. Pulis is literally one of my heroes for what he did to that club, and it annoys me now that he doesn't get the respect he deserves. But even I would say no chance. Can you imagine the divide that would go with the fans? World War III at Stoke. It'd be a step back. It really would. I think we needed that. The Pulis tactics back in the day. No.
Yeah, if we had to stay British, the one for me would be Brendan Rodgers. I don't think he'd come.
I think his success at Celtic has put him above Stoke. I think he was maybe within reach, but no, he's definitely above us now.
Yeah,
but he'll see himself as above us anyway.
But if you had to give a British manager, that'd probably be my one.
Brendan Rodgers do okay. Sean Dyche is definitely above us now. Yeah. Again, his mind, not in my mind. Stoke are the biggest club in the world in my mind, but in his mind. Who else we got? Sam.
Eddie Howe.
Yeah.
Michael O'Neill.
Michael O'Neill's a reasonable shout. What he did at Northern Ireland was phenomenal. With that squad of players to get them to the Euros and then on the verge, almost cheated out of a bloody
Gary Rowett
place. Nah.
I'm not saying these are my choices. I'm just reeling off some British managers.
Martin O'Neill. You're about the Northern Irish Martin O'Neill. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the Republic Martin O'Neill with Roy Keane.
Martin and Roy.
Yeah.
Dream team.
Is it what's the Northern Irish guy's name?
Michael O'Neill.
Michael O'Neill. So yeah, Michael O'Neill, Northern Irish manager. He's done really well. Then who knows? Martin O'Neill been at Republic of Ireland for a little bit. Maybe he's looking. Bring Roy with him.
It's a difficult situation.
I wouldn't turn my nose up at that actually.
As it stands,
that's all right.
As it stands, we've got a manager.
You've turned, haven't you?
I turned a while ago. Yeah, I tried to give him a chance, and I think he fucked up in the transfer.
Then the question back to you. Well, you'd want a foreign manager, but
I would.
Would you feel comfortable sacking him with who is potentially available?
No, this is the thing. What's got me recently? I don't trust Coates to get the right manager in.
Why not?
Or the manager that I'd want, so to say.
But you can't really argue what he's done so
I could
far.
honestly see us ending up with Alan Pardew.
That'd be a shame.
Honestly, that's the thing. That's
he's
the way.
West Brom, hasn't he?
It could. That's the way I imagine it could go, though. I could see just a horrible appointment.
Yeah.
Because I'm just going off decisions. What Coates and etc. are making at the minute, and they don't seem to be great.
I keep asking myself the question. You put a question to me as Craig turned, as he, wanting the manager out. I kind of quite hesitantly say, no, I've not. But then I ask myself, well, why haven't I? What's he doing? What's he doing?
What's making you want to keep?
I don't know, and I think deep down more than anything it is, I hate seeing the modern day football of sacking managers willy nilly. I don't like it.
But I'm just going to challenge you on that.
Yeah.
What about the clubs who do that and have constant success?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There is that. It's not really a case because it's more the philosophy. I just don't like being a sacking club, and I think Hughes put a lot of credit into the bank, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? I think he had a lot of kind of support in his first 2.5 seasons with Stoke, and I don't think we should chuck it out immediately. I just don't want to be one of them clubs that sacks managers quite quickly, and I respect Coates and the club for not doing that. But that's not a real reason to ignore the stats.
But where's it getting us?
Well, nowhere. I keep saying this, I keep doing this, and I keep looking forward to games and thinking, right, after X amount of games, I'll make my choice, my decision. But then we keep sneaking a little win in there. I think,
that's what I mean. Right. It's like a rinse, recycle, repeat.
Yeah.
We get a win, an unexpected win against a big side or a draw, then we go and lose twice lose and draw against two mediocre teams. And, at the minute, we're not even beating the teams around us.
No.
I don't think we've got many points from the teams around us.
Not really. No, not. The next 3 games we've got Liverpool tomorrow, Swansea on Saturday, then Tottenham after that, I believe.
Yep.
We have to get at least 3 points in them 3 games, i.e. beat Swansea, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Absolute minimum. We have to beat Swansea, and I'm worried about that game. I've got more hope against Liverpool for some weird reason, but I just generally
it's like we sort of get up for those games more.
Yeah, a little bit. So not quite, and I'm struggling myself to justify why I still feel like that. I don't know.
Hughes actually came out and said in one of his after the match quotes about taking the emotion out of it, and says we're doing okay. For me, if you take the emotion out of it, if Peter Coates takes the amount of emotion out of it, you see some pretty abject results, and they are horrendous, and you'd be sacked. I think if you take the emotion out of it.
You really would.
So I don't know why Hughes is asking people to take the emotion out of it. It came out as well with this quote, which really grinded my gears. It got on a lot of fans' wick, and I feel like he keeps doing this now and then. He has a stab at the fans, and I feel like he does this more often than not now when we're on the back of a bad result or when he thinks it's going to be a bit better. And he said, I thought we played well on Saturday, but clearly the goals shape how people feel we did on the day.
That is football.
That's fucking football. We lost.
Yeah.
Of course people are going to feel a certain way. The rest of the quote, he said, we do need to cut them errors out. The performance was good enough to take something from the game, but in the end it wasn't. But just that first line, I thought we played well on Saturday, but clearly the goals shape how people feel we did on the day. That's a fucking stab at the fans.
I mean, his post-match interviews at the moment and press conferences are quite blasé. A bit nonchalant, a bit happy.
I've heard it all before.
I don't quite know. I think he's missing a lot of the point. Having said that, he's not going to come out and say we're shit, is he? I suppose he's got to be like that to point.
And just on that note as well, because I think I tweeted something about it, but you players like Shaqiri, who could well leave, you're on Arnautovic, who's already gone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they are ready to leave because they had Champions League football trophies on the mind, other aspirations. Obviously, it's not worked out for Arnautovic at West Ham, or it isn't at the minute.
Yeah.
Shaqiri could no doubt move to a bit bigger club,
mm-hmm.
Maybe even a club in Europe elsewhere.
Seville. Something like that.
Yeah, could easily go that. Play Champions League if they wanted. I feel like those players are moving on or are ready to move on, or that's all in the wings because Mark Hughes has taken us in a different direction. Mark Hughes, by his own standards, 2016 said we're aiming for Europe. We're nowhere near Europe anymore. We're looking at top half.
I'm going to have a quick look at the league here. I think I will be a Hughes out if we're in the bottom 3. I mean, this is real conservative. I think a lot of people think I'm this kind of leaning even now. If we're in the bottom 3 come January the 1st, I think that'll be the official day. I say Hughes out. And even that's been leaning, isn't it? It's probably
very.
I mean, we're only 3 points off it now. Yeah, I think that will officially terminate. We've got a difficult...
You might be too late then, Craig.
Yeah, maybe.
Too late.
Maybe.
If we're in the bottom 3 or even bottom... I don't think we'll be bottom by any stretch of the imagination, but if we're in the bottom 3 at Christmas, that's worrying.
It's frustrating, isn't it? When I look at the teams below us, Palace lost. Swansea yet to play.
Palace play tonight against Brighton, big derby.
Yeah, West Ham we've yet to play. West Brom we drew. Everton Lost. Newcastle just above us, we lost. Bournemouth just above them, we lost. Leicester just above them, we drew. Our record against the bottom 12, bar the 2 teams who've not played yet, we've not won one.
Yeah. We're not even beating the people around us.
No. The only team we've beaten at the moment is 4th, 8th and 10th. Weird.
Very strange.
And we were doing that last year, generally.
We do.
We finished 13th, we had a reasonable record against those 13th and below, didn't we? We've not done that once yet.
Strange.
I think that was a little bit conservative of me saying that. I think Swansea game is going to be a bigger judgment than I'm giving.
Well, if you lose Liverpool,
credit for.
very
likely.
Lose Swansea, possible.
Tottenham.
You
know they've had a bad time at Wembley so far. You know they're going to fucking
lump.
There's one team that's going to get done, and it's going to be us, isn't it? The hoodoo will be officially banished when they beat us 7-0. Or something like that. I just feel it, can't you?
Yeah.
Got me ticking.
Worrying times. Got mine. I'm in the Tottenham end, which isn't great.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Some other news getting away from all that at the minute.
Do I know this news?
You might, I don't know.
Okay.
Johnson, Adam and even Ireland set to be sold in January. John Percy, the Telegraph, broke this last night.
Fair enough.
If Johnson's about to be sold, why the fuck did we put him on an extension? Why don't we keep Bardsley? Why don't we get right back in?
Bardsley would have made a great wing back, wouldn't he?
He'd have done better than Johnson.
He would have made a great wing back. Yeah, he really would have done.
This is what makes it more bizarre. If you're going to play this formation, why did you not keep him?
I don't know. Bardsley was a better footballer than people gave him credit for. Yeah, weird decision, not sure.
Very strange.
Yeah, Stephen Ireland, yeah.
I think we only give him a contract extension because
just to help him back.
We had to.
It's fair enough.
Part of the FA rules that you can't release an injured player.
Right.
That's why we did it. And Adam, I've seen when we put this on the page last night, I see a lot of people saying they want Adam to stay, but I think we've just outgrown him. I don't think he offers much anymore.
I don't know where he gets in this formation. That's I still think Adam is generally underrated by Stoke fans. I'm not saying he's going to win us the league or anything, but if he goes, he goes.
Definitely not going to win us the league.
No.
I don't think anyone's going to win us the league.
No, at least not Charlie. But yeah, and if he goes, he goes. But he's been a good servant to Stoke generally. I think he's an underrated player. I don't think he's got enough credit unless he's been at Stoke. But yeah, all three of them.
Some good moments, goals against United.
Tottenham, the Chelsea goal. Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Chelsea halfway.
We'll wait and see. But all three of them, if that does happen, that's
fine.
I mean, you're looking at least 2, 4, 6, 70 to 80 grand a week worth of wages freed up there. Maybe pushing to 100, I'm not sure. But fair enough if that happens.
And hopefully Peters as well. Hopefully he goes. Crouch today, breaking news, signed a 1-year deal extension. Will be with us until at least the summer of 2019.
So that'll make him 38. Great, that.
38.
I'd love to see Crouch play for us till he's 40. And I think he can easily, but that'd be wicked.
As long as he's scoring, like we say, he's not getting any faster. I don't think he can get much slower, but he's always a good option. He's always a good plan B.
I'll tell you what it's about Crouch, something. As much as I love Crouch, I'm getting quite sick of him coming on to play that central striker position. Every time we're chasing the game at the moment, Hughes often refuses to change the wing-back formation. Thus, we've got that one striker up front. Crouch looks so
lost,
static in that position. You've got to be mobile to play as that lone striker. And it happened against Palace when I thought we were reasonably on top of the game. He brought Crouch on, and then it just dried up. We didn't have the mobility anymore. If he's going to bring Crouch on, broken record, Craig speaking again, it's got to be in a 2. It can't be up front on his own. I just think it's obvious. I don't understand why Hughes can't see that. Bizarre.
But Peter Crouch, at least we've got him for a little longer.
Yeah, wicked servant.
We'll take that.
He's really got
a great guy as well.
He's just Stokey legend, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
he's well and truly.
Never mind a Stoke legend. He'll be a Premier League legend.
Yeah.
He's in the 100 club. Got the record for the most added goals. Hopefully, can build on that and get even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no doubt he'll go down as a legend. And you know what? I wouldn't mind if he wants to stay in football. I hope we could get him when he does.
He's a good ambassador for the club, isn't he?
Yeah, ambassador or coach or whatever it may be. I'd like to see him take one of those roles. I think now it's time to get on to people's questions. Craig.
Here we go.
We've had some, obviously I don't think you've seen them, but we've had some good ones this week.
Exciting.
Very good ones. Some random ones as well. We always love the random ones. So David Jury on Facebook says, does it really make any sense to get rid of Mark Hughes at this part of the season? Apart from the FA Cup in January, our season is finished unless we do end up in a relegation fight, which I doubt. I'm sure that if we were to get really behind the team, especially at home, it makes a big difference. Getting rid of him now is not the answer in my opinion. Just need to get rid of Deadwood and rekindle the flame. A nice job you were doing with the podcast. Thank you very much, David.
Thank you. Yeah, good point. I don't really know coming into this busy period of Christmas now, I think it'd do more harm than good to get rid of him now as we sit here.
I think that David says, unless we do end up in a relegation fight, I feel like we are if we carry on.
Well, yeah, if we carry on. I don't think we're in one yet because I don't think the season's established quite enough. But I reckon what I'm starting to feel and see now is I'm starting to feel very reminiscent of Pulis's last season in the sense that I think I'm going to predict the future now. I think we'll finish 13th, 14th, 12th, something like that, and Hughes will go at the end of the season. That's what I think will happen. Very similar to Pulis. I think Coates will see.
Wait it out.
Yeah, I think he'll see this just isn't happening now. We really have given him time. It's just not happening.
Well,
that's my
If
call.
anything, it seems like Peter Coates isn't a rash man.
And that's what again I like about Coates. He's not going to do it mid-season where it could potentially backfire on us. It'll be rational. Keep a steady eye on the league. Check we're not getting dragged into anything. Then cut the ties in appropriate time.
On that note, I think he should have done it in the summer.
I don't. Obviously, I think he deserved one more crack at it, and so far he's not doing it.
Yeah. So I think. Christopher William Klaus says, what's Craig's thoughts on the wing-back system? Lol, because he obviously knows the answer. And then he says, no, seriously, do you think Coates actually listens to the crowd and sees how unhappy we are with the Hughes era? I think so. I think he must have his ear to the ground in some way, whether it's through advisors, whether it's through his own mediums. But for me, it was smacking in the face from the lap of honour at the end of last season when there was no one there.
No on the ground. At the end of the day, Coates is a Stoke fan.
Well, yeah.
Remove his billions and whatnot. So he's a Stoke fan. He'll feel the same about us. I'm sure he'll be as logical as most Stoke fans. He'll see where we're potentially going wrong. Yeah, he knows the score, doesn't he? He does know. It must be quite difficult when you hire the manager, and if you think something's very obvious tactically, but you just can't. But you're that involved, yet you can't influence in any sense. It must be really frustrating. Not just to go, come on, 4-4-2, drop him a little text.
Just let him know.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Just let him know. Write him a letter. I've always heard that works.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Official letter.
Write Peter Coates a letter. Send it to
Bet.
Bet365. Josh Maskery says, with Chelsea apparently having an interest in Butland, do you think he will go, if it's true? Do you think Shaqiri will go because he's getting frustrated with the results?
Butland will go at the end of the season.
I think
Butland will go. He will go. I can see De Gea going eventually.
He'll be back in a couple of weeks, by the way, said at the weekend.
That's good. Mignolet, not doing it. Is Courtois not doing it or something? Where's that rumour come from?
The thing for me, I think Real Madrid are going to be in the market for a keeper within the next year or so. I think Keylor Navas won't last much longer, and it's either De Gea or it's probably Courtois.
Yeah.
Both Real Madrid fans, I think, even though Courtois did have a spell at Atletico.
Yeah. Butland will not be a Stoke City player this time next year.
I don't think
I
so.
reluctantly
Especially
feel.
if he goes to the World Cup as number one.
Yeah, which is a shame, but it was always inevitable, wasn't it?
On Josh Maskery's question, Brad Hudson replied, I have one. Do you think it's acceptable to have a day off from college because you're too tired from last night? Because Josh Maskery seems to think it is. So he's been busted right there. Go into college, do your bit. Josh, naughty boy. He's fucking naughty boy. Let's have a look at some more. Jimmy Ashley says, when we will see Crouch and Berahino start together.
Oh, God.
You've been calling for this in the past couple
You know what? For those that listen and watch my predicted first 11 thing I do before every game, I'm so sorry, because even I'm doing now bored of it, because I know what I'm going to say, and it's not fair on anyone. And I've said it that many times. Berahino and Crouch, or even Juve. I mean, we could have a whole podcast on where the hell's Berahino, but I don't know why that's not happened now. And I won't get into it now because it's boring. Sorry.
Well, he was dropped from the squad this weekend to make up for the place that Tom Edwards had to take as a right back. So
that's really
gone
down the shit pan now, isn't it?
Yeah,
it really has gone down the shit pan, that signing, and I'm gutted. I don't know how he's gonna come back from that one. Bollocks.
Difficult.
Yeah, difficult. I thought he was the next Mark Steve. I saw him. I'm gutted about that. I really am.
Wayne James says, next time you see True Geordie, tell him there's a sexy hunk of a man from me. Plus, think we should scrap through at the back. I will tell him, Wayne. I'll tell him when I see him this weekend at
I agree with the formation.
The Coral kickoff. Well. Stephen Roberts says, have you two ever been on holiday in Wales and where? I've been to Rhyl.
Yeah, that's a good question. My nan had a caravan in Prestatyn.
Yes, I've been to there as well.
Yeah, so we used to go there quite frequently when I was a kid. Good days. And yeah, Rhyl was. I think in Rhyl they had the Sun Centre swimming baths. Does that ring a bell?
I'm not sure if I've been.
I think it was in Rhyl.
I've definitely been to Rhyl.
Yeah.
And Prestatyn.
Yeah, I went Prestatyn most summers actually when I was younger. You're that talky.
So yeah, that's the answer. Tom Thrower says, is Craig Hughes out yet, or is he still waiting for Hell to freeze over?
That's the thing. I don't know if people think I'm like defiantly Hughesing, because I'm really. You'll know I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm really kind of. I've been wavering for a while, haven't I? Really.
And Ian Barber also said, is Craig Beresford Hughes out yet?
So not quite, but do not get me wrong. Things need to improve. It's not going well,
Sharpish.
and he's really ballsing up.
Yeah, he is basically.
Yeah.
So you're not quite there yet.
I'm not like Mr. Mark Hughes, like he must stay at all costs by any means. I think he's got to improve quickly, or else I'll quickly be there.
Kevin Bohan spammed us with 5 questions, so I'm going to ask the one that's not related to football whatsoever. Pineapples on pizza?
Yeah.
No.
100%.
What?
It's fine.
It's fucking disgusting.
It's not. It's not that weird. It works. It's great.
How does it work?
It just tastes nice. And you know what? That's what I'm going to have for my tea. It's inspired me.
You make me sick. You make me.
It's not that
you
weird.
make me ill.
I appreciate if you'd never tasted it before, you'd think that's bonkers, because fruit on pizza shouldn't work, but it just does.
It doesn't.
It just does.
You're wrong.
What does he reckon? What's his name? Put it
Kevin
back to him.
Bowen.
If
Put
he's
it back to
listening,
you,
would you
Kev.
actually like it?
Samster123 says, describe the person opposite you in 5 words. A big Mark Hughes fan.
I was going to be that. Techie.
What?
Techie.
Right.
Technology. Techie.
Are you literally going with 5 different words here?
Yeah, I am here. And I should have done because I can't think.
Yeah, now you're fucked. You've
Fucking
got to
hell.
be complimentary. You're knackered.
Yeah. Oh no! Can I come back to that one, because a lot of pressure there.
We'll give you a minute.
Techie's one there. I'll have that.
Matt Bills, what's your favourite type of sandwich?
Tuna sweet corn's pretty solid for me.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go in some detail here. This used to be my fucking special. I don't make it anymore because I've only got a little Tesco Metro next to me where I live. But when I used to live in Stoke, I used to have a fucking proper sandwich.
You see your eyes light up with
I wish I
enthusiasm.
could still make this. So I used to go to the bread bit in Tesco, jalapeno loaf, what they used to bake. It was like orange, had all seasoned chili. It was hot.
Yeah.
That slab of jalapeno cheese. Oh, we've lost the screen. Slab of jalapeno cheese, pepperoni, salami, ham, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and a bit of salsa on it.
Sounds solid. That your only error there, Al, is putting cucumber on it.
Did I say cucumber?
Yeah, you did. That's an error. It's bloody disgusting.
Well, not as disgusting as you putting pineapple on pizza.
I love the contrast between my standard boring as fuck tuna and sweet corn, and then you went for that mammoth Titanic sandwich.
Oh, it was big. At EW_pack. don't know what that's. UPack. Fuck knows. Why is Hughes not giving youth game time? Players like Edwards, Timon have wasted money if they're not getting game time. Do you think they're ready? Would you just let them over Peters and Juve? Yeah. I'd like to
I think
them
they're certainly, if you're going to persist with fullback formation, I think you're certainly worthy of giving them a go by now. Yeah.
I think Peters should definitely be dropped for Timon. Why is Timon not getting anywhere near after the awful games that Peters is having, and he's not even a wing back?
Yeah, I'm with you. I would continue to play him at left back if that was an option, but not wing back. Yeah, I would drop him right now. Yeah.
I've just clicked off the questions, but I've got them back now. Who would win in a fight between the Bear Pit Pod and the Wizards of Drivel?
They've got 4, haven't they?
Have they got 4, 3?
Well, they've got more than us anyway.
But is it just the podcast people, or is it everyone, the teams?
Oh right, the bloggers and everything. I don't know any of the size of the Wizard lads, so I don't know if they'd.
I think Chris Brammer could have us.
Could he?
Dave and Ben are slim fellas. I feel like we're more rough and ready. Craig.
You know what we'll do instead of that, because that could be a bit brutal. That we should organise a football. We could organise a football game.
Well, we'd definitely win that. Come on,
I'm not that great.
London,
I hear you're good.
You got London City's #1 striker here from the Next Level Football League.
Yeah,
all the goals.
Then you got me there, just like someone who doesn't really play.
We've
football.
seen Tom throw his efforts on Slackraham at the volley challenge.
Has that ball landed yet?
I don't think so. I think it's in orbit.
Still rising now.
But yeah, we don't know who'd win in a fight. If we're going off just podcast, they've got more than us. So, numbers.
Numbers do count,
numbers. Yeah. Well, we've got little Sam. He can bite their ankles if we're bringing in, all the talent.
All the team.
Little Sam. Stokey Mummy J says, have you ever sat in the home end being an away fan? Can you expand on any of those experiences?
Yes, I have. First season at Blackburn away, we lost 3-0. I think Leon Court was... I even think Vincent Perricard played that game or something weird. First season up under Pewters in the Prem. The tickets sold like that. We weren't on the ball, so we had to sit in the Blackburn end, and it was naturally horrendous as we saw us get battered whilst clapping, because you kind of have to a point ish.
I did it, and I'll be doing it again this season because of a box I get through work in the West Ham game in the new ground.
Oh yeah.
Last season, did it end 1-1?
Yeah, Bojan scored.
Yeah,
good goals.
and I celebrated. Then immediately realised where I was, sat down as quick as I could.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're in sort of the corporate seats, so I don't think anyone was too arsed. But yeah, I think
it's not right.
I'm going to be in the away. I'm going to be in the home end.
It's rubbish now.
It's not very good, is it?
Yeah, you can win all you want, but part of the away game is being with your fans
being
and being a bit pissed up and having a laugh, and it takes away so much of the experience. It's crap. It's not worth it, really.
Chris Denham says, "Is the S or C silent in the word sent?"
Don't know. See?
Damn, my head's just exploded.
Yeah, can't get better on that.
Don't know. And lastly, the award. Alex says, "Would you take Pulis back until May if it meant Premier League security?"
No, it's just not worth it.
Nah,
it's not worth it.
Take a gamble on someone else.
Yeah.
Take a gamble on
The
someone
biggest worry, he did really well, and we'd be forced to give him a new contract or something, so it's just not worth the risk.
We'll just avoid that one. Best question this week, Craig? You still haven't got the answer for the 5 words to describe the person opposite.
I'll come out with you next week for that. We just haven't got the time for me to conjure them up. I did like that one. I like the sandwich one. I always like the non-football related one.
Yeah, they're the best.
I feel
Let's just do a non-football related podcast.
We should do.
And lastly, obviously, tomorrow night, when some people might even be listening to this, we are playing Liverpool.
You know what? I was going to text you today, I think. Is this podcast worth doing later in the week? But I forgot to, because this podcast, this time tomorrow, is almost pointless. Almost obsolete. But still listen. Yeah. Obviously you are listening at this point. Yeah, almost obsolete, isn't it? Because we could be, this time tomorrow, we could be celebrating a 5-0 Stoke victory. Yeah. Very unlikely, but you never know, do you?
Never know. Could be a 6-1 again.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No.
But yeah, Liverpool. Mohamed Salah's in fine form.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably my biggest worry, especially if he's up against Eric Pierce.
I know.
I
don't know. Like you, I feel weirdly confident about this, but it's based on no insight or kind of nothing like that. You know, you just have a gut feeling. I don't know
just
why.
Based on
I knew we'd lose on Saturday.
How we know we can make the ground against bigger teams.
Yeah, exactly. I feel reasonably positive. I mean, don't stick a bet on based on that, because that means nothing. But no, instead,
shout out to Ladbrokes, the sponsors. Go place a bet.
Yeah, do that, definitely. Love all that. Love betting.
Just not on 6-1.
Yeah. No, instead we'd be Liverpool, or at least get a decent draw against them, and then balls up against Swansea. I feel less confident about the Swansea game than I do the Liverpool game.
Liverpool obviously come off the back of a 1-1 draw with Chelsea.
Mm-hmm. Where they're 6th now, I believe.
I think so.
So let's not go into the game thinking we're playing Man City, who are dominant, running away, with it or whatever.
Yeah, Liverpool's 6th.
I just got a text from my girlfriend saying, "Do you fancy Nando's for tea?"
Oh,
well up for that.
Do you know what? I'm gonna throw one out here. Have you ever had something that isn't chicken from Nando's?
I think there's another option. Bar chips.
Get the Prego steak roll.
Yeah,
mate.
Prego
steak roll.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly.
Okay.
Just try it once and then you'll know what I mean. But you know, I know it's quite hard to go Nando's and not have chicken.
Yeah. It just feels wrong.
It is wrong.
I'll cast my eyes upon it on the menu.
Have it like medium or hot.
Yeah.
Get it a bit spicy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Anyone who's listening as well, do try that once in your life. Because I'm not saying that Nando's should never not be chicken, but that is a good it's a Portuguese Prego steak.
Yeah, I do like that.
So good.
But back to Liverpool, they're 6th in the league.
Yes, back to Liverpool away from the Nando's order.
They're on 23 points. You've got Burnley 22, Watford 21. My point being, it's not like they're dominant and
like the Man City.
Casting teams aside left, right, centre. We're not playing a Man City, Man United here.
And their defence is there to be got at.
And it is. So I don't think we should go into this thinking, oh shit, it's inverted commas mighty Liverpool in any sense, because you never know. You never know.
We'll have to see.
That's me being positive at the end.
That's you being positive.
Yeah.
But yeah, difficult game. Still, I think, they're scoring for fun in certain games. The bigger teams. So many games by so many goals in the Champions League. Obviously, they've got a terrifying attack of Firmino, Coutinho, Mane, Salah, who are all fit. I'm ready to go.
Don't worry about it. Vimmer's got it covered.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're sorted.
But yeah, they're playing free-flowing attacking football. But like I say, they are there to be got at the back.
Yeah.
No doubt about that whatsoever.
I'll tell you what, you know what, I know we're concluding the podcast now, but just quickly, it keeps smacking me around the face, this fact, because I briefly forget it and remember it. Vimmer 18 million. With every game that goes, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
Who made that call? I hope I'm proved wrong. I've seen hints of a half-decent footballer in there, but nowhere near an £18 million footballer yet.
No.
That's starting like a worse
He's
sign.
currently keeping Bruno on the bench.
I know. Why is Bruno not playing left wing back? Or Zuma at right wing back? I think there's options here to mix up the wing back a little bit. I just don't think he's trying anything. Anyway, I know we need to get this pod finished now, but a few thoughts at the end.
A few leaving thoughts. Do make sure you give us a like wherever you are. Acast, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube. Give us a like, give us a retweet, whatever. Do it all, please. Helps us out. Leave us a review on iTunes if you've not already. 5-star.
5-star, definitely. Yeah. I don't know why, but I like the idea of doing this at the end of a podcast, putting a question out there.
Yeah, go on.
Just for comments. What has been, in the history of your sport in Stoke, your lowest ever moment?
Lowest moment.
Yeah, let's have it in the comments, please.
In the comments.
Sorry to end on such a negative note.
If it wasn't Palace at the weekend.
I'm sure it was. We've been worse than that, haven't we?
Yeah. Bad times. But that has been the Bear Pit Pod. We'll see you all next week.